back to a view. Liverpool smashed West Ham 5 goals to 1. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Happiness, joy, entertainment, relief. We needed this result. We needed a performance like this, where you see Liverpool at their very best in terms of just dominating a game, controlling an opponent, chance creation, and scoring goals. We haven't really seen this since we came back from the last international break. And even, yeah, we beat Lask 4 goals to nothing, but they had chances as well. So really and truly, how maybe the scoreline could have been a little bit flattering, but that's neither here nor there. As far as yesterday's game is concerned, Liverpool were immaculate. We were immaculate. Let me just say that to a man. Even the substitutions that came on were sensational as well. West Ham, they're no mugs. They're a good side. They're a bit Jekyll and Hyde, but this West Ham under David Moyes' second time at West Ham, they're no mugs. They're a very good team. Yeah, if need be, on their day they can beat anybody. Yeah, they're no joke. But we made them look like mugs. At times it was like herding sheep. Like I don't even. I know they definitely had one shot on target because they scored the goal, and it was a bit lucky, but it was a nice finish on Bowen's right foot. But for the most part, what did they actually do? How many times did they get the ball into the final third? How many times did they really create a chance? How many times did they threaten Kelleher? Not many. Like Mohamed Kudus, who I thought, do you know what? Yeah, when I saw him on the pitch, I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a long day. I thought he was, for me, other than Bowen, he was the next danger man. I was thinking, this is long, man. You know what? Kudus versus Simicas. I don't know how this is going to go down. Where was Kudus for the vast majority of the game? Other than cutting inside and blasting the ball over the top before getting substituted, what did he actually do? He didn't do anything. Like, that's how good we were. The only thing that was probably a negative was the fact that we didn't score enough goals in the first half. Like, in the first half, right, when we did everything well, like, the press was brilliant, the build-up play was brilliant, the composure on the ball, the way we defended, everything was brilliant. But we got the ball into the final third, and it's like, again, it's all at one point I was like, are we cursed? Like, why do we get the ball into the final third and then like just ping ball? Like the touches are all off. Like there was one point where Cody he touches the ball but he flicks the ball down into the ground and then just bounces away from him. I'm thinking, what? This is Cody Gakpo. What's going on here? Like this is our Cody. Cody's known for first touch. Why is he bouncing the ball and it runs away from him? Like it's just. I was like, oh, maybe I was thinking, have I made a mistake? Is that Joe Gomez instead in centre forward position? And I was like, oh, it was that was the only real irritant. Yeah, the fact that we didn't score enough goals in the first half, but the second half we more than made up for it. We got, you can see that the Klopp talked to him and said, listen, you guys are playing really well. You just need to put the ball in the back of the net, and they just played with a lot more freedom. You can tell like the previous results are kind of like making people second guess themselves. You know, when they're in front of goal and they just make poor decisions. In the second half, none of that. We were way more clinical, way more decisive. We played a lot more confidence in that final third. And today I want to just highlight a few like combinations. Like normally, for the Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo combination is actually quite good. Normally they kind of pick up similar spaces. Like even when Darwin plays a 9, he does drift out wide towards the left anyway. Cody, when he plays false 9 or number 9, whatever, he again kind of occupies that central and that left channel. And normally you think, okay, do you know what? That's not great because these are two players that occupy similar space and they might not complement each other. But I thought they were really good. The way they interchanged throughout the game. They were almost like telepathic in their movement. When one goes to the left, the other goes to the middle. One goes to the middle, the other goes to the left. It was quite good, and I think it caused West Ham a lot of problems. Quickly on Darwin, one thing I will say about Darwin is this: as much as he can do a little bit more, because he was good last night. I will say it was good last night. As much as he can do a little bit more in terms of being involved, I do feel like the supply line to him is kind of dead, and maybe that's partly his fault for being offside so much that people kind of lose trust in you. The other combination is what's the name, Sobozalai and Elliot. I believe Sobozalai started right central midfield and Elliot went to right wing. And the way they was chopping and changing from right central midfield to right wing was really good because you've got a player in Dominic who's a right-footed player who's playing right central midfield, and you've got a left footer playing on the right wing. And when they swap positions, it almost confuses the defense in the midfield because they're making slightly different runs. They complemented each other really, really well last night. Finally, the other player that I'm going to highlight is Endo. Another big step forward for Endo. Last night, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Better on the ball, good passing. The way that he's checked, because one thing that bothered me about Endo, well, not bothered, concerned me about Endo was the fact that I believe that when he has to chase a man down, like in a defensive transition, I don't think he's that good. Everything else is decent. Like he reads the game well, good in the air, etc., etc. Decent tackle, etc., etc. But last night, tracked his men really well. Didn't give away silly fouls other than time he tried to low sweep one of their players in the West Ham box. But other than that, he was brilliant today, man. Very imperious, really good CDM performance. But yeah, man, we needed this going into Arsenal. It's not ideal because Arsenal have a week's break, but do you know what it is? Winning breeds winning. Like now, we can go into the Arsenal game, come back off a really dominant win, and we should have a lot of confidence going forward. And also the fact that two of our forwards have scored, so we should have no excuses in terms of like putting the ball in the back of the net. But anyway, people, like the video, comment, subscribe. I'll see you after Arsenal. Peace.